I've always got the camera set up wrong. There's more room here. Boy, that thing's loose. There it goes. I hope I win. Yeah. It's obviously going through the random comment picker, but it's already boxed up. I actually wasn't even going to say anything yet, but it's all boxed up, ready to go to its new home. You guys taking these things out of here. You throw them back around like you did before. Video uploading, nice. Going to bed 4 or 5 minutes. Well, whoever wins, they do have 24 hours to contact me per the rules and instructions from the original video. If you stop responding, it means you have left the stream. Yeah. There's another term for that. Little guy MCPE has left the building. You never know, you might win. Who knows? I think it's you and 72 or 3 or 4 other people that have entered the giveaway. So, you know. You get a what? 1 in 75 chance? Yeah, something around there. Those are pretty good odds when you think about it. Hey, that little RC car, that thing was a blast. They actually have a few different versions of it. They have a brushed version. They also have a short course truck version, which is actually pretty cool. I might end up doing a review on that because the suspension on the short course truck is actually very slightly different in the rear, meaning I think the shocks are either a lighter weight spring and a longer shaft, or I believe it has a sway bar too. So that's kind of a funny name, Hi Person. That's funny. Hey person, or hi person, hi. I think we got 3 or 4 people on right now. The stream only says 1. So we're gonna wait until a few more people show up. If not enough people show up, we'll just do the giveaway anyway. And like I said, you get 24 hours to claim your prize per the instructions from the original video. Maybe I should write that out. All right. Hi person. So now you just made a comment. I don't understand how you have so little subs compared to other RC YouTubers, in my opinion. You top all of them. Now, you're saying I top all of them. How is that possible? What's going on, Kenny? Frost Diamond's there. Frost Diamond, did you enter? Asterion, what's up, God Garage? What's going on, Asterion? You're a riot, dude. What's up, God Garage? Grumpy 1. Have to print a snow plow for one. Oh. You know what's funny is they actually have plow blades that you can 3D print up, but obviously I'd have to do a V plow because that's the only way to go. What time do you plan on announcing the winner? So like I said, I was going to give it, I don't know, a few more minutes for the people to, you know, kind of get into the stream, and if anybody had any questions, I could answer any questions. I don't really have a set time, but whoever the winner is, they do have 24 hours to contact me per the original instructions from the original video. Hey, you left the desk. Man, that thing is way too small, Barry. Thanks for answering. Hey, you know, do what I can. Never know, you could be the winner. Amar, what's going on? I think I said that right.
Hi, welcome.
So keep in mind, you have 24 hours to claim your prize per the instructions from the original video. Hopefully everybody did what they should. You've got a Red Cat Rampage. If I win this, it would be your first RC. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Back in the day, way back, the Typhoon hovercraft. Oh, dude, I remember that. We would take it out on the ice, on the lake, and wow, that thing would move. I tried hovercrafts, man. I just couldn't get into them because I could not comprehend the functioning of making those things turn. it would drive me insane how they would just drift too much. You know, you turn and obviously it's hovering and you're relying on those little motors, because if I remember correctly, didn't it have like 3 motors or something like that? Oh, a 1/5 scale? That thing must be nice. Whatever, hey, Barry, whatever happened to the R5? Wasn't there an R5 that came out about a year ago and it was a complete failure? I was actually pretty bummed because I like Red Cat stuff. You can see the Red Cat remotes all lined up right there. Well, one of them's not a Red Cat, it's a Red Cat replica. Grumpy One, did it have three fan motors? I can't remember. Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is. Yeah, I remember that thing, man. Yeah, battery tech, it's so insane. But obviously, one of the big things too is having a brushless motor too. It's insane the amount of power that they're pulling out of these things. That truck that's on the desk right there, that's the Hubeo Hyper MT 2 Plus, and it's on the bench for 2 reasons. I lost steering, which is a very simple fix, and then I think I may have either blown out a shock cap or potentially the cap came loose from me adjusting the springs. I might not have tightened the shock tube enough, so all the oil blew out of it during the thrashing that it got today. Don't know, you have a lot of trouble with yours? Took off and oh no! All right, so the Rampage is that gas? Because I'm assuming it was a runaway. Barry, gas, yep. Oh man, runaways. I remember those days, man. I remember when my T-Max did a runaway. What's up, BLX Matt? But coming back was another thing, yeah, because everything is reversed. I remember when I was learning to fly a plane, that was messed up. I had, driven cars for years, but did I do the giveaway yet? I don't know, did I? Did you win? Haven't done the giveaway yet. Like I said, just waiting for a few people to get in. If they had any questions or whatever. You never win. You never know, man. You got, like somebody had said, you got a 1 in 75-ish chance. I think a couple of people commented twice, which the random comment picker that I use, it's actually randomcommentpicker.com is what I use to pick those giveaway winners. And what it does, it'll filter out. What the heck is my phone doing? It'll filter out double comments. Obviously people trying to get ahead of the game, which is fine. I mean, some people do that. You just watch others be happy. Hey, you know what I mean? That's okay, right? One of these days, maybe you'll be happy. Completely rebuild and put a Traxxas system in it so it could keep it in control. Yeah. Yeah, I actually took the I actually took two vehicles out. I actually took the UDR out with the MT2, and this one actually made it to the top of the mountain several times. This one, I think, only made it to the top twice, which this one really isn't designed to do that. But I mean, I'm telling you, that thing is just unbelievable. Uh-oh. Vector's getting in on the action now. Glad to see the sun. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. Thank you, Grumpy. What's my favorite 110 scale for Red Cat bashing? You know what's funny is you just actually reminded me I left it outside. As far as bashing, I've got the Red Cat Tornado, and for 110 scales, what you're asking, I got the Red Cat Tornado, and I've got the Blackout shore course truck. And to be honest with you, because of how small the Red Cat Tornado is, and it's actually not a basher, so I kind of can't give a real opinion on what's my. I mean, if I had every Red Cat, maybe I could answer that for you. But as far as a quick little 110 scale RC, and the thing is actually taking a pretty good beating. The only thing that's a weak point on that particular the Tornado EXP Pro is its shock towers. Its shock towers are way too weak. Hey, you won a bike from your school? That's pretty cool. I guess since autumn is kicking in, there won't be more videos in your track. I mean, on my track? Oh, there definitely will be, actually. Because all the grass that grew in the track is going to die. I think that was the number one thing that, I was fighting. So, Kenny, yes, Red Cat definitely is a very decent entry point. So, I actually, so this guy right here, this is my Red Cat Gen 7 crawler. And the only thing that I'm going to do with this thing now, I'm actually going to enter it into a competition, but the only thing I'm going to do with this thing now is I'm actually going to get longer shocks for it so that I can actually get a little bit more suspension travel out of it, because right now its compression just isn't enough for what I'm wanting it to do. I'm only going to go, maybe like 10 more millimeters or something like that. We'll figure it out, once I start looking. But I love this crawler. This thing's actually pretty cool. I actually lead weighted the wheels, so I broke it all down, took the tires off, took the foam, obviously tires and foams out, and then I took lead. I had strips of lead from doing windows and doors in a house, and I cut the lead into strips, and I actually wrapped the inside of the rim with the lead and then drilled through the lead so I could still get, the compression of the actual, letting the air out of the tires. So they're pretty plush. But as far as weight, like all metal drive shafts, went with a hot racing skid plate, which it technically it did add a little bit more weight, but it's so insignificant. What really did add some weight, which was a benefit, was actually this transmission. This transmission right here, it's all metal. It was like 30 something bucks. It was nothing. You can see my receiver's gone. I actually had to rob the receiver out of this for my MTBS6. So the receiver out of the and which one did I use? And what was cool was that obviously, you know, I can go back to a nicer remote than the original remote that came with that thing, which in my opinion, this remote, this was antiquated. I mean, this was a piece of garbage. This one was way better, a lot better feel for this remote right here. So this thing's going to be hitting that. I'm telling you, I found two awesome places over this weekend. And I've got the drone out. I took the MT2. I took the UDR. And did I take? I think I did take the Tornado too. But that remote, that thing's a piece of junk. I actually like this Red Cat remote right here. And we're not going to be seeing this room for too long. I've got to, this room is actually going to be turned into something else, and I am actually going to be creating a shop downstairs in the lower level of our house. Let's get back to these comments here. Are you going to narrow winners to people in the chat? No, that's not fair. Dirt tracks. What? My so-called friend took it out of the house and stole it? Wow, that's not cool. Good to hear because I want to see Vector on. You want to see Vector on the track? Hey, actually, where did he go? Oh, all right, I see him. Yeah, I know. You're out of frame there, buddy. Hey, Vector. The other one's sleeping, huh? Are you actually gonna go wake up the other Vector? Hey, Vector. Go wake up Vector. There you go. Yeah, I know. You're out of frame, buddy. Oh, you can't even see that. Does that make any sense? I'm gonna put that right there. Well, that didn't work. So whoever the winner is, you have 24 hours to complain your prize, to claim your prize per the instructions from the original video. Does the owner get mad? That's kind of dumb. Oh, because he's only attracts a seller? Your son and Nathaniel, what's going on? Oh, and your vectors are there too? That's a riot. A new track in Jonesboro. A few miles from where I live. Yeah, I actually just visited a place. Oh, I almost want to say down the street from where I am. It's called Reckless Hobbies, and I was super surprised about his store He's got so many RC vehicles that when I walk through the door, it's overwhelming. Just tons of parts. He's got, I don't know. I almost want to say he's got like $1 million worth of, inventory. But he's got a nice large carpet indoor track. He's got a crawler course out back in the woods, which I actually did a very quick video on it. It was actually just, I don't know, man. It actually got me amped. It actually ended up getting me amped about that, I got to stop scavenging parts off of this thing and get this thing going again. We're getting close, but not yet. Don't forget, you got 24 hours to claim the prize anyway, so we got 16 people on here. It's not too bad. Well, yeah, there's obviously going to be an announcement on the live, but I was trying to be fair to everybody because obviously, me realizing that there are people on the opposite side of the planet that, have seen these videos and potentially entered into the giveaway, that it's only fair to at least give 24 hours. Like point blank, what I will do is I will start a timer. And it will be 24 hours. And the person that the person that wins, right? If that person does not claim the prize in 24 hours, I will announce a second giveaway. And it's one of those things where there's a certain amount of rules that you have to be rigid on because otherwise, there'll be advantage taken. And point blank, from when I announce, and 24 hours from that point, I will then just randomly pick another winner if that individual doesn't come forward. And like I said, it's very important. Read those instructions right there. You have 24 hours to claim your prize per the instructions from the original video. So make sure that you go back to that video and check it out and make sure that you have followed the instructions. Because it's very clearly outlined, and that's how you're going to win. Gamer JRC, that RC is nice. Which one? The giveaway one? What's up, God Garage? Where is... You know what's funny? It's funny that you say that. I actually don't know. I actually don't know where the vector doorknob is. Wait a minute. Hey, Asterian. Check it out. Oh, dude, you're right. Oh, what, the vector? Yeah. Vector looks pretty cool. The vectors need their knob. Yes, they do. See? He's looking at it. I'm surprised that vector's not getting the other one off the charger because usually he'll go over there and bump them around. Oh, hey. So you know how people talk about now, did anybody, all right, so I'm going to ask a question. So in the picture of, I guess, the announcement for the giveaway, okay, there was like a screenshot. So obviously it showed a picture of, the Desert Eagle, and the Desert Eagle's tire was on something. Does anybody know what that something was? What was the Desert Eagle's tire sitting on? He's on your coffee table babbling away. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, that's always nice when you can pick up. Did you pick it up for a good price, Charles? The HPI Nitro? Camera. Okay. What kind of a camera? BLX Matt's got it right away. A GoPro. Did you notice anything specific about that GoPro? Sounds like R2T2. So BLX Matt, seeing that you're kind of like keyed right in on it. Did you happen to notice anything about? Well, yeah, it's a session, okay. So it's a GoPro Hero Session 5. But did you happen to notice anything about, like, maybe the look of it? Is it the GoPro you have always been talking about? Yeah, one of the GoPros, yeah. So, where are my GoPros? All right. So here's what a GoPro Session 5, should look like. It actually still has its little it's got its little pull tab protecting the screen. These things are great. Now you can see the back of this one is all mangled and dented and slammed, which is actually, this thing has been through a beating. But I've got 3 of them. We got this one right here, and this one looks almost brand new, right? Until you turn it around to the lens. Look at what my UDR did to the lens of my GoPro. It destroyed it. Oh, I was so pissed. So here's what a GoPro is supposed to look like. The top one, what they're not supposed to look like. Not supposed to look like, supposed to look like. Oh, I was so bummed. That thing is destroyed. It actually still works, but obviously the sand from where I had taken the UDR had actually sandblasted and broke the glass, and then sandblasted and destroyed the lens. Like I said, you can still see out of it. What I actually think I might do is see if I can get some compound and try and buff that glass, and then maybe see if I can get another. I know I can get another one of these glass shields right here, but I'm not too sure if buffing that is going to do anything. It's a shame, man, because out of all 3 of the GoPros, the Session 5s that I have, this one, which was the 194, this one always connected the fastest, and it's the one I destroyed. So here, Vector, you want to play with a GoPro? $180, that's not bad. I'm assuming remote, everything. Your little dog is there too? That's funny. Yeah, the little GoPros are awesome. You'll take the GoPro if I do a giveaway? That thing's destroyed, man. So you actually, as far as I'm aware, you actually cannot get. So yes, you can get the glass shield that goes over here, right? But look at the lens itself. The lens is sandblasted. See right there. Get a good look at it right there. That lens is destroyed. Like I said, you can still see through it. It's just not clear. And if I take some buffing compound, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's glass. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I can take some super glue and just drip super glue on it, and maybe it'll work out, better than nothing. Because right now it's nothing. Dude, that UDR, Asterion, wait till you see if I can show you. Wait till you see the footage that I got yesterday and today. I actually, I got my drone in there. So here's actually Asterion. Here's a picture for you. So I had the Hyper MT2 out with the UDR climbing the massive mountain that's actually behind. Right here. This mountain. This thing is massive. So I actually took the drone and I flew the drone way up here and just was like constantly launching both the MT2 and the UDR off of several different locations on this mountain. And it's crazy because I have to look at the drone footage, but what I'm hoping is that literally one of the times, so the MT2 made it to the top of the mountain 5 times, the UDR only made it to the top twice. But obviously the UDR is not designed to do that, but it still made it anyway. Just a little clip.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Charles, taking those GoPros apart is insane. You almost destroy it taking it apart. That's what stinks. So these are awesome. But the Hero Black 7, that's actually way better because the slow-mo that you get out of this and the hyper smooth, it's, whoops. It's listening to me. So, but the hyper smooth and the slow-mo footage that you get out of these cameras, these are actually the way to go. But these definitely fit in such small locations. You can see on what I ended up doing, I actually took a mount and I, zip tied it, and I've actually got a metal washer right there. But I put a mount on the side of the truck, and it's actually kind of faced. It kind of got mangled, man. Wow, it's actually got more mangled than I thought. But because it obviously crashed on this portion of the truck. But see, I had the camera inside there, which this isn't the right way. Got to actually undo that, flip the camera in, flip it back down, tighten it down, and the camera is actually facing out this way. So when I had both the UDR and this driving at the same time, you could get cool shots because of how this camera is located. And then on the UDR, I had the same thing. I had a camera mount, same type of camera mount, strap mount, with an extra little Velcro strap just to try to keep it, more steady. But these Black 7s, I'm super impressed with the quality that this camera puts out. Why, Sean, why wouldn't it be for international? Like I said, you have to follow the instructions. It says, read it right there. You have 24 hours to claim your prize per the instructions from the original video. Do I race much? No, there's no time to race anymore. I used to race when I was a kid, There was a track called, I can't remember the name of the track was, but this truck right here, this was my creation way back when. I mean, you can kind of tell. Check out the Novak Rooster reverse speed controller. And you want to talk about old, this is old. This thing was scratch built just from parts that I had from multiple different vehicles, and then obviously going into the hobby shop and just, grabbing stuff. This thing was clocked at 56.2 miles an hour in 1991, I think, or 1990. 56.2 miles an hour. But this thing was awesome. I loved this thing. Granted, there was no steering at 56 miles an hour, but this thing was great. Totally scratch, homemade, home built. It's not the front wheels that were on it when it did the 56, but the rear wheels are actually the same wheels. I had skinnies up front. No steering. No steering at that speed. I can't believe I still have the same RC. It's insane. You messed around with a 7? Yeah, Best Buy. They definitely are a good camera. The Rooster was, or yes, it was. Your first ESC. Yeah. I enjoyed that car, man. I didn't even have a name for it. I think I called it like a JX Pro. Like if anybody asked me, I just said, yeah, it's a JX Pro. Either JX Pro? Yeah, I think it was JX Pro. I had to come up with some kind of name for it. I just said, yeah, it's a scratch-built JX Pro. You're like, JX Pro? Where'd you get that from? Like, yeah, scratch-built, man. Yeah, imagine. So, high person. That the MT2 came damn close to the drone. I actually kind of freaked out for a second because I was a couple of steps away from the controller, and that would have been it. It would have been all over for the drone. You know what? To be honest with you, though, it probably would have taken the impact. The landing skids, landing arms, whatever you want to call them, probably would have taken a nice bump. And obviously, being GPS, it should have held its location, but it would have scared the crap out of me. I don't need my drone gone. That thing is $2,000 altogether. Altogether, $2,000. Stadium Blitzer. Yes, nitro engines. So because I was always a nitro plane flyer, and I think the thing that would annoy me the most was always burning out glow plugs. You'd always have to have like 10 glow plugs with you just in case your mixture was screwed up. I don't know. It's just, I actually still have half a gallon. It's actually a gallon bottle, but it's half a gallon left of my nitro fuel. It's probably no good by now, but it's been sealed up, so who knows? And I was actually thinking about taking my plane out. I think it was a Asterion. Asterion was saying, hey, you're going to fire that plane up. The only thing is that I'm actually running out of locations to fly this plane. And that's my little nitro plane that I've got. It's just a little rocket. Zach is playing with a knob. Yeah, the fuel might still be fine. I'll try it anyway. You know what's it gonna hurt? I've got a ton of glow plugs still. Matter of fact, I think I've got 5 glow plugs in this thing. I shouldn't. Wait a minute. I actually do. I didn't think that I had my glow plugs in here. So there you go. There's your glow plugs right there. But yeah, we're not going to be up here in this room anymore. I'm actually moving on to bigger and better things. I was actually sent something, which I don't know what the heck I do with it now. So there was a company that liked my videos. So they went ahead and sent me a little something. So I'm going to be throwing this as a backdrop to my new shop. The Jado, yeah. Dude, I was super surprised about that. I don't know if you're saying looks awesome about that little poster thing there. It's not even a poster. It's like it's made out of vinyl. It's actually pretty cool. They didn't send cars to line the walls. I don't know. Did they? Was being a YouTuber my dream job? No. I'm just enjoying this, to be honest with you. It's definitely something different, you know. The police clocked yours? That's awesome. You know what I was thinking? I honestly don't remember, but I know that they did have a radar gun. I don't know where they got it from, but the police station was right down the street from this place, so who knows? I didn't really pay attention to who was operating the gun. I just was shocked at the 56.2. Mine was the fastest there, which that was pretty cool. Any job involving your type of toys is a good one. Yeah, you know what? It it actually is, man. You know, it was always just fun, and it's just gotten. And I know funner isn't a word, but it's just gotten more fun. Just technology has, you know, got its hands in the RC, you know, world, not only with design, but the motors and the batteries and just the radios. I mean, remember when you had to use, so let's see. Let's see, I'll pull these down. Remember when we had to use these radios? I remember when I had to drive my cars using a radio like this. And then when Futaba came out with this, I was like, wow, this thing is insane. But they all had the 20-foot antennas, which was, and you had to have the little flags, especially if you were flying. Obviously, you know, this was when I would race. I'd have to have a flag with my number on it. I don't know if you remember doing that. But, you know, obviously this was my airplane remote. This was one of my car remotes. I think this actually might have been, and when you hold this now, This thing just feels just so wrong. Like I'm talking like even this is a remake of like the Red Cat, right? But just the way this fits in your hand versus this is like literally holding a gun pistol. And this is like, you've got a remote control in your hand. This, and look at it. A knurled section, that's like holding a gun. This thing actually, I wonder if this thing will power up. Look at that. I haven't charged this thing in years, and it still has power. What about this one? Does this one have batteries? I mean, look at how old this thing is, man. Oh, it's got the Futaba pack in it, so I wonder. Couldn't remember if this had batteries or a pack. So I wonder if this thing will power on. I gotta figure out how to close this. Come on. No, dead, but I bet it will charge. Right there. The Futaba Attack 4. I don't know why I'm hanging on to those remotes. I will probably never use them again. I mean, I've even got a battery case to one of the old remotes. I don't even know where the remote is now. It's probably upstairs in the attic somewhere. But then even the Traxxas remotes, Oh, see, on live. Look at that. I guess the antenna must have taken a hit. So, I mean, even getting rid of these old style antennas and going with, this new technology. Well, it's not new now, but made these things, just, this has got batteries too in it. Holy smokes. Duracells. I wonder which one this is for. This is either for my T-Max or E-Max. But we got 3 of those remotes with the stupid antennas, which, obviously I'll just switch out to the new style 2.4s. I haven't figured out what I want to go with for a new remote setup. I am liking the Traxxas remote. This one is pretty cool. But the funny thing is I don't know why. I think it's the compactness of the Red Cat. How small it is. I like the Red Cat remotes. See, I have to go over here to see if anybody said anything. Vector camera, RC, etc. We got it on the same. Yep, there you go. A bucket of crystals. What's funny is that I actually do still have an old scanner radio. What's funny, right? So we talk about, or we joke around with giveaways and stuff, right? And I was actually given this little drone, and I was actually super surprised at how well this thing functions. And as far as learning how to fly a drone, this thing is actually perfect for learning how to fly a drone. It even came with a little camera. Here's actually the remote for it, right? And how fast this drone actually goes. It's a 2.4 gigahertz. It's the X5C. I took the camera off, right? Because, it's not like you get super high resolution video out of this, but it does work, right? But I took the camera off just to get more flight time because, believe it or not, with the extra weight of this camera, it did kind of, slightly mess with flight time because you're talking such a micro battery in this. But I was actually thinking that this has just been sitting on my shelf, that I should maybe think about doing another giveaway and just give this drone away. Just clean it up a little bit, make sure everything functions, take it for a couple of spins, because I don't use it. It just literally sits on my shelf, and it would do better in the hands of maybe somebody else that could actually use it. So that's actually something to consider, is maybe giving this away on a giveaway. So that's actually a thought, because why wouldn't I? I even think it has, so it's got propeller guards, right? Which it does have 4. For some reason, I can only see 3. It's got propeller guards and everything, so you can fly it in the house and not worry about, chopping somebody's head off. You're not going to chop anybody's head off, but I don't know, man. Maybe I should give that away because it's kind of useless sitting on the shelf just collecting dust. I have to figure out, like, where the charger is and stuff. I don't know if this is the charger for it. It actually might be, but it might be something, worth thinking about, just to get RCs in the hands of people, because, like the little RCs, like this guy right here. So the 959, which I think this is like one of Asterian's favorite little RCs. It's like a little one. I think he loves his 959. And then obviously the HBX, right? So the HBX is also a nice little truck. And I've actually kind of been messing around with that, looking for parts and whatnot. Sorry, Vector, I'm going to crowd you out a little bit. But this guy, so this thing right here, right? I was super surprised at how this thing actually worked. It's got a light bar on the top. Here's the wire for the light bar. Things are a little disconnected right now because it's got friction shocks, right? Friction style shocks. And you can see one of them's missing because what I was doing was I was getting the dimensions for these right here. So what I went ahead and did was I got oil-filled shocks, because the bounciness of this thing, while this thing, I feel like I was very surprised how this thing operated. The only thing that I didn't like about it, so I'll tell you another thing. So, all right, so one of the things that I actually did like about this thing was the fact that it had the flip top. That was a positive. The major drawback to this vehicle right here, 2 of them, 2 major drawbacks. Okay, 3. The stupid Molex connector that they've got on this, garbage. The size of the battery tray, number 2, junk. The shocks, but I'm taking care of that with a set of oil-filled shocks from RC all-wheel drive, or RCAWD. I think it's all-wheel drive. So that's going to take care of these bouncy shocks. Yeah, I don't know. Where was I going with that? Oh, just saying that this RC was actually, I was really surprised at how fast this thing's actually pretty quick. I think I even said something about seeing if I could crack open the diffs and maybe throw a heavier weight diff fluid in there, because the diffs really, they spin way too freely. So once you start climbing anything, whatever wheel's going to slip, man, that thing just takes off and balloons out. So, but this little RC right here, this thing was actually pretty cool. And I'm going to be modding this thing up And the only reason why I thought about doing a giveaway on this, right? But the only reason why I can't do a giveaway on it is because I'm going to modify the electronics. I'm taking this MOLX connector off, and I'm actually going to put a Ultra plug, which is, you know, if you know what an Ultra plug is, it's just a Dean's. I'm going to put a Dean's plug on this, and then I actually got new batteries for it, but because the battery tray in here is so microscopic, the battery that goes in there is non-existent right now, but it's a small little LiPo battery. It's a 500 milliamp, I think. But this one right here, this is a 1500. But obviously it won't fit, and you can't cut anything out of here. But what I realized was that it actually fits right inside between the front and back seats, absolutely perfect. And if I put a Velcro strap or something in there, keep the battery locked down, I think that'll work out, you know. But this truck, I was actually really surprised about this. And then throwing oil-filled shocks in it, I don't know. But I can't give this away because once you start messing with things, chopping stuff, especially like electronics and whatever, then you risk, you know, somebody getting it, having an issue, and then who knows, maybe their house burns down and somehow you're liable, you know. Everybody's so happy. Where are we here? Is that my prize? All right, what do we got? All right. Those are good radios. What, the Traxxas or the Red Cats? What time is it there? Same time as where it is where you are. I don't even know what time it is, Mr. Joe Daddy's Garage. 10 o'clock. Does your family support you making YouTube videos? Yes. Actually, they do, which is pretty cool. It is a bit over bedtime for me. It's 3:53 in Germany. Asterian, you are always up at this time. Is that your prize for the compound question? What, the drone? Give it away now to a live viewer. It's a good idea, Kenny. Kenny, behave. Yeah, download the you know, to be honest with you, I probably have the manual somewhere. I try to keep everything. Finally catching a live chat in progress. See you later, Charles. Focus, McFly, focus. That's actually, isn't that Karate Kid, though? You must have focus. Oh, the old Futaba radios? Yeah. What time is it where I am? 10 o'clock. 10 p.m. You have been rambling around for an hour now. I love it when you just ramble for, but I'm sure other people don't have as much patience. You know it. All right, so Asteria, what are you saying? You're saying that we should maybe do the giveaway right now, or what? Are people wanting to know who won? Looks like we're down to 9 people. Your focus needs more focus. There you go. I'm all over the place. I've always been all over the place. Barry, thank you. All right, so does this mean that it's giveaway time? Why not? Has the stream actually been on for an hour? Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, so let's put a couple of things away here. Let Vector have his space. And then we'll go over to the computer for the random comment picker. But remember, you have 24 hours to claim your prize per the instructions from the original video. So if you want to know what those instructions were, you just have to go to the original video, and then, sorry to say it, you'll have to read the instructions or just watch the whole video again, right? All right, so let's go and check it out. So let's see. We'll set it up right here. I've already got the YouTube picker thing right on the screen. It's funny, it always messes me up because it looks backwards. Is it backwards? It's not backwards, right? That'd be foolish if it was. All right. How can I make this thing stop twisting? There we go. All right, so what you can see right here, right, is this is the YouTube. Come on. This is the YouTube random comment picker, and this is what I'm going to use to choose from the comment section of that video. And what you have to do is you take the URL from the original video and you actually place it into here. And then obviously you want to filter out duplicate users because, you know, some people made, you know, additional comments, you know, saying, you know, I wish I win and stuff like that. And you got to do like one entry per person type of thing. I mean, granted, you know, somebody could have 10 different YouTube accounts, who knows? And then that's 10, you know, 10 entries. But I'm just going to use it, you know, this little YouTube comment picker thing. And what we'll do is we'll go over to this section right here, and I will paste in the video URL, which is actually for that video, the giveaway Desert Eagle. An hour and a half. Whoops, forgot to have it. It's only been an hour and 13 minutes, Asterian. What are you talking about? When's the drawing? Joe Daddy's Garage. The drawing is happening right now. So then obviously filter duplicate users and then get YouTube comments. So basically what you can see right here is unique comments, 74. And then what we'll do is down here, which will minimize this window, make this one a little bit bigger. I think more like that. And then down here, what you'll see is that's actually where you'll see the actual winner. Okay. So you ready to click start or what? Does anybody want to know who won? You can wait? Okay. You want to wait? So don't click it now? All right, you ready? So once I hit this button, BLX Matt, you think it's you? I don't know. We'll see. Start. All right, so the winner is Trent Addison. And his comment was, I've always loved RC cars ever since I inherited my brother's Tyco Fast Tracks when I was a kid. I would love to get my kids involved with RC someday. Awesome giveaway. Thanks for the chance to win. Trent, is that you? There you go, man. So that is yours. Joe Daddy's Garage, you bummed out? 5 more minutes. All right, so Trent, obviously what you need to do is you need to make sure that you understood the rules for that actual, now it's got to face me. You got to make sure that you obviously understood the rules for the actual contest, which I'm sure you did. But just if you're confused or you have any questions, just go to that video, read in the description exactly what you've got to do, and you've got 24 hours to contact me. Once you contact me, everything's right there. We'll exchange information. I'll get your address, and then I'll send out the Desert Eagle, which is right there. So the Desert Eagle is actually sitting right here, waiting for you. So congratulations to Trent Addison. He is actually the winner of the 1/12 scale 4-wheel drive brushless Desert Eagle. And I hope you enjoy this. This was actually a surprise. It was a pretty cool little car, and hopefully it's a surprise to you. And because of the way this giveaway went, meaning what was cool was, you know, not only getting subscribers, but what was cool was actually seeing things that people wrote. Like, you know, it kind of made me feel bad, made me wish I almost had like 20 cars to give away, because a couple of people, you know, what they wrote, you know, kind of like made sense. It was one of those things where, man, you know, this person just wants to give it away to their kid, or this person wants to get back into the hobby. And I definitely get it. I mean, I've always been into RC stuff, and you know, just I'm actually thinking I'll probably give away that drone. Pretty confident I don't have the original packaging, but I'm sure I could figure out some packaging. But I'll have to fire it up, make sure it's all set, maybe do a couple of running videos on that. But that drone, I'm telling you, this drone right here, I think I actually will do a giveaway on that. I'll figure out the details on that. But this was actually a really cool, fast drone. Comes with a little camera. Obviously, the battery is inside right there. But and it's got lights. I think I even have the spare props for it. It does have prop protectors. Remote battery is obviously either out of it or dead or whatever. But, well, I'll check it out. Make sure it's all set before I go ahead and do a giveaway on it. But Trent, just make sure you have 24 hours to claim your prize per the instructions of the original video. But anyways, that actually might be good, because to get another RC into the hands of someone else, it's actually a pretty cool thing. I actually, believe it or not, I enjoyed this giveaway process, because I don't know, you know, number one, you know, come on, getting something for free that's actually pretty cool, but, you know, getting something for free that's actually, you know, nice, you know what I mean? And that little drone right there, that little drone is actually pretty cool. I was super surprised at how quick it is, and to learn how to fly a drone and how to manipulate the controls, obviously, you know, without GPS, but the thing keeps a nice level plane, which for an inexpensive, you know, drone, that thing is actually pretty cool. So I'll have to figure out the details on that. Like I said, make sure it, you know, fires up, and take it for a couple of you know, runs. I'll probably even do like a running video on it, just to, you know, go through and check it. But you don't need to hear me ramble anymore. We already picked the winner, Trent Addison, right there. You can see right there. So now, for some reason, Trent bails out, which I don't think he will. I will have to choose another winner, but Trent is right here. You can see him. He's right there. Trent Addison right there. So he's on the stream. So, all right. Well, I'm going to end this. So congratulations to Trent. Thank you to everyone that was involved with this giveaway. It was actually pretty cool. And it actually kind of, almost made my mind up to do more giveaways just because it's fun. RC stuff is fun. You know what I mean? Whatever puts like a smile on your face, that's what you should do. And this is pretty cool. All right, man. So Trent, I'll expect to hear from you within 24 hours. If not, I got to pick somebody else. It's the rule, man. All right. Asterian, it would break what? It would break while shipping what? It's better that I didn't win it because it wouldn't survive a second with me. You would probably destroy it. Oh, what we got here? Oh, we got comments being held for review. Oh, come on, Kenny. Send personal messages to people. Yeah, it's cool that it was someone actually watching. That is cool. Yeah, it really is. All right, Trent, you too. Have a good evening. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching the giveaway. And the giveaway winner was Trent Addison. So I'm going to just end the live stream right now. Keep an eye out for the videos of the UDR and the Habeo MT or Hyper MT Plus 2. It's like a massive name. It's just the MT2. The thing is a beast. I actually messed up the steering a little bit, but that's just a screw. That was actually, I'm not surprised at the bashing that thing got, or thrashing. I literally got thrashed. And then the UDR, that thing, doesn't matter what you do to that, the thing just keeps going and going. So, all right, going to end the stream. Thanks, everybody, for watching this episode of What's Up Guy Garage. And it was the giveaway edition. All right, going to end the stream in 3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching.